Hi guys, this is Subramani. You are watching me on my YouTube channel, Witty Gesture. In today's episode, we're going to discuss about one of the most important topic for any programming language. These are certain logics where these are the certain logics that we implement throughout our task in our day-to-day programming life. They are nothing but the conditional statements. Staying about this conditional statements, let's dive into the Jupyter notebook. Based on the specified constraint, the code executes a specified task. We set some constraint. For that constraint, the code is actually generated. What are the conditional statements? If statement, elif statement, nested if statements. These are all the most common conditional statement we use. However, we don't have switch statements separately in Python programming language, but we can implement them in a different way. So I will post a separate video how we can implement a switch statement using Python. Okay, let's dive into one of the programming exercise such that we'll get a deep understanding about it. So let's see, we have a mark list under a list 87, 78, 90, 100, 23, 56, 32 and 90. So I have a combination of numbers under the list mark list. Now as per the scenario, we have to print the number. That is number in the sense we have to print the mark. If the mark is between 90 to 100, what are all the numbers between 90 to 100 here? I don't have any number between 90 to 100 here. So 90 to 100. 90 from 90 to 100 means from 90 to 100. Let me write some more things like add your value like 92. Okay. So first we have to iterate them. To iterate this, we write a for loop for I in mark list, for each and every element in mark list. If what is the scenario? The mark should be between 90 to 100. Between 90 to 100 means I represents each and every mark. So this I should be greater than, let me show you the logic here. This I should be greater than 90, should be greater than 90, or it can be equal to 90 also, or it can be equal to 90 till 100. So for I in mark list, if you have to leave a space here. So this is about the alignment. This is about the alignment we write for I in mark list colon. You leave a space. Automatically when you tap enter, it goes to the next line, right? With a space. If 90 is greater, because we need to pick the mark between 90 to 100. So if the value of I is greater than or equal to 90, and the value of I should be lesser than or equal to 100. Okay. Some people flawlessly what they used to write is, they write it in this way. Value should be greater than 90 and high value should be lesser than 100. If you go with this logic, you won't get the output. Why? High value will be greater than 90. Okay, that will be the scenario. High value greater than 100 means all the lesser than 100 means all the value, even 0, 1, 2, 3, these are also lesser than 100. If you put AND condition, it won't appear because both should be true. Even if you go for OR condition, you will face a confusion. Okay, this input is true. I value is greater than 90. All the I value greater than 90 will be displayed. Or I value lesser than 100. Yes, each and every value is lesser than 100. No. So it will be printing your wrong result. So this is the correct way. Without using these logical functions, logical operators, you have to write I, who is the prime area I, greater than 90. So 90 less I should be greater than 90. This is what I have written here. I greater first, I 90. What is the low value? 90. What is the highest value? 100. So I greater than 90, lesser than 100, less than or equal to. So here I have mentioned I should be lesser than or equal to 100. Here I should be greater than or equal to 90. If that is the scenario, then you print the I. So I got the output. Let me run this. I think the internet connection is getting slow. Okay, in the meanwhile, what is the next question? Print the grade F if the mark is between 0 to 45. Yeah, I got the output. So now 90, 100, 92 I got. So these are all the numbers which are lying between 90 to 100. Now let me solve the scenario for this question. So same thing for I in mark list. For I in mark list, if I lies between 0 to 45, 0 to 45, highest value is 45, so lesser than 45 should be given there, and the least value is 0, 0 should be given here. So 0 to 45, even 45 is included. Okay, so I value is not equal to 0, I value is not equal to 45. Let me give one colon here. Now we'll print I. And what is the scenario? Print the grade F if the I failed to close the bracket here. Yeah. Dot format, again this colon has to be taken. In the hurry even I am making certain mistakes, please bear with me. So the score is 23 and the grade is F, the score is 32 and the grade is F, and the score is 19 and the grade is F. So this is how we write. Even if you don't want this F here, you can put curly braces here, dot format. Initially I have given a comma, so it is not working here. I made a mistake here. So this is how we print the numbers. So this is about tracing intervals. We call it as tracing intervals using if statement. Next thing is printing the index of the numbers greater than 90 and lesser than 40. Two distinct scenarios. Greater than 90 for I in mark list, again greater than 90. Here we will make use of logical function. See the result. I is greater than 90 and we need the indexes of these numbers alone. First scenario, I mark should be greater than 90, and second scenario lesser than 40. Print the index of the numbers greater than 90 and lesser than 40. By saying the and condition, you should not put and there, because this is just a combined scenario. I need the index of numbers greater than 90. I need the index of numbers greater than 40. So take the index number if it is greater than 90, or take the index value if it is greater than 40. That is what we have written here. Greater than 90, greater than 40. So both index values will be displayed. Greater than 90 index values are also displayed. Numbers which has a value less than 40 will also be displayed. So print mark list. How do you print the index for each and every item in that mark list? Well, mark list is the list. Will be traveling into the list. Will be traveling into the list. Each and every element in this list is nothing but I. We represent them by the term I. So dot index, in parentheses you have to place that I. This is the way to get the index of any number. The I treble dot index keyword, in parentheses you will be passing the number, the particular index value. So here you will be getting the result. So third index, it has a value, 4 index, 6th index, 7th index, 8th index. If you go and check, these index will have either the value greater than 90 or lesser than 40. That is how we have given here. Even you can write some specific conditions inside in order to segregate the numbers greater than 90, index greater than 90, and index greater than index which holds the value greater than 90, and index which holds the value greater than 40. So this is one way. And next, we'll see a scenario. If values fall below 40, print those values as fail list. Whatever the values that are falling below 40, we are going to make them as a fail list. So the ultimate aim of this program, what I have written here is, I have created 3 empty lists: fail, average and top. For each and every element in the mark list, if the value is greater than 40, I will be appending them in fail. Lesser than 40. Lesser than 40 means I made I greater than 40. Let me correct it. I should be lesser than 40. Lesser than 40 means they are considered to be fail. So I am appending them inside fail. And if the value is greater than or equal to 40 and lesser than 71 means, let me include equal to also. Equal to 71 means they will be into the list of average. So average dot append I value. And third scenario, if the values are greater than 71, 71 is not included. 71 is included in the average. Greater than 71, they are considered to be the top. If you pass a value, say like I is equal to, I am getting a mark of 67. 67 is greater than 40. Yeah, it's true. And next scenario, 67 is lesser than 71. Again, it's a true. Correct? 67 is greater than 40, it's true. 67 lesser than 71 is true. So that is how the execution goes. So now we run this code. And now let's run the average. 1 day 56. So 56 is the average value. And now I need to know the value for failures. So failures, print my failures list. So what are all the values that got failed? 23, 32, 19. So this is how I'm segmenting them. So using if clause, if condition, I have shown you how to set an interval level. Using if condition, how can we do segmentation based on the data? And next thing is like nested if. We'll discuss about the nested if in the next episode. Bye.